Hello, Miss Steele here. So this week we are talking about abstract art, which focuses on color, shape, line, and a little bit of texture. Abstract art doesn't really have to look like anything. It can just be shapes and colors, and it's just as interesting as any other art form. So we're going to be making our own Kandinsky, an artist-inspired circles. For this project, you want a few things. You want a pencil and an eraser. I have some glue and scissors. You want something to color in with. I have markers and crowns. And then you want two pieces of paper. One we're going to use for our background and one we're going to use for our circles. So I am going to set one of my pieces of paper aside and we're going to start with working on our background. So I have my piece of paper here, and what I want to do is I want to fold it into 8 different sections, or however many you can make out of yours. So I'm going to fold it in half first. I'm making for sure my corners are lined up. I'm holding it down with one hand and pressing it with the other. And then I'm going to bend it over again and fold it again in half. Making for sure my corners are lined up. And then my last step is folding it in half one more time. So I folded it in half 3 times. So I went 1, 2, and then my third was right here. So when I open it, I now have 8 different sections. And I have these fold lines to show me all my different sections. So my first step is coloring in my background, and I want each square to be a different color. I can use the same color again for a different square, but I want them to be kind of different colors scattered around. So I'm going to use my markers for this just because I think it would be quicker. And what I'm going to do is first I'm going to outline my square, and then I'm going to get it all colored in. So whatever colors you use is kind of up to you. You just want them to be kind of different colors. You don't want it to all be the same color. So I think I'm going to make this one orange, and then I think I'm going to make this one orange too. So I'm going to get this colored in, and then we'll move on to our next color for our background. Alright, so I have 2 squares colored in orange, and I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to switch my color to this tan color, to this kind of cream color. And I'm going to color in this one using the cream color, and I think I'm going to color in this one using my cream color. So I'm going to make 2 of them this color, and then I think I'm going to use different colors for the rest. So I'm going to work on getting these colored in, and then we will move on to our next step. Alright, so I have my background almost done. I'm just putting in my last color, which is purple, and then we'll be able to move on to our next step. So I'm going to get this colored in, and then we're going to set this aside so we can start on our next step, which is drawing our circles that we're going to cut out and put onto our backgrounds. But we wanted to get our background all finished first so it can look all beautiful and ready for our circles. So I'm going to finish coloring in my purple, and then we'll start making our Kandinsky circles that we're going to add onto this, which is our background. I'm going to set my background over here because we don't need it right now, and what I want to do is fold this paper just like I did for the other one. So I'm going to fold it in half once, like this, and then I'm going to fold it in half again, and then one more time. So 3 folds is how I got 8 sections on my paper. And then I'm going to unfold it. And just like before, now we have 8 sections and our fold lines are showing them. So what you want to do is draw a big circle in each of these. These circles don't have to be perfect, but you just want to have 8 big circles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you might end up having only like 6 circles if your paper is smaller than mine, because I have a pretty big paper. And what I want to do now is I want to go back in and add 2 or 3 smaller circles inside here. So some of them I'm adding 2 circles inside, some of them I'm adding 3 circles inside. So you can see I have all different kinds of circles now. I'm going to use my crowns instead of my markers for this part. And what you want to do is you want to color in your circles, but you want to use different colors for the different circles inside. So maybe I'm going to make this one purple on the inside, like a light purple. And you can choose what colors you want. You just want to color in each circle different. And maybe then I'll use this color. And then I'm going to finish with my color on the outside. So because I drew these lines in here, I want to make each circle a different color inside here. So I'm going to keep going with coloring these in. And then we're going to use one more color for our outside. Maybe for the outside, I'm going to use blue. And that's what you're going to do for all of these. So you're going to color them in using different colors for the different areas. You can repeat colors if you want. You just want each circle to have 2, 3, or 4 different colors. So I'm going to keep coloring this one. And then I'm going to color in my next one, and we're going to see what it looks like. Alright, so I have 2 that I've colored in. And again, I'm just using different colors and colors that I like and that I want to use to color in each of these. So whatever colors you pick is kind of up to you. So I'm going to get the rest of these colored in using colors that I like and coloring in the circles. And then we will finish by cutting these out and putting them on our background. But first I want to get these all colored in. Okay, so I got these all colored in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them all out so I can put them on my background. So I am going to work on getting these all cut out so they can be glued onto our background. So I like to cut out the square first, and then whenever I'm cutting, I like to keep my scissors in the same spot. And I like to move the paper around it, like that. So I am going to work on getting these all cut out, and then we'll get them glued on our background, and we will be finished. Alright, so I have all of my circles cut out, and now I can decide where I want to put each of them. So I can move them around, like maybe I want this one here instead, and I want that one there. And then I will glue them down. And just like that, we have our own recreated Kandinsky circles on our colorful background with our colorful circles. So I am just making for sure I get these all glued down. A dot is a lot. I'm not trying to add too much glue because I don't want to get it all gluey and messy. I just want to get them glued down on the background. And you can move your dots around to different parts of your background to figure out where you want to put each of them. But I kind of like where I put them, so I'm going to keep them in their spots like that. And just like that, we have our own Kandinsky circles that are all finished. I can't wait to see how yours comes out, and I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, your evening, or afternoon. Bye!